Hi, it is the human operating system time. So these few days I received a lot of messages asking me to share my idea on the 2020 or YJKYM-2020 and so forth. So today I decided to share with you on the YJKYM-2020 because if you want to do 修炼 you need the YJKYM to function well. And I do understand that to share this 2020 YJKYM might shock many people. So I really suggest that if you don't like to listen or to know my presentation, do not watch this video. Because in this video, I will tell you what it is. Because at this point, since there's so many friends, Wing Chun friends asking me, I have to talk with heart, not talk with the mind. Because it is important for us to get it technically. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you is all technical. I don't want to make anybody wrong or make anybody right, but we want to be objective and get technical so that it can be proven scientifically. So let's go. With all these friends and different questions who message me, the first thing I like to share with you on what does it mean by empty the mind, or in the Zen say, empty the cup. This is a really serious and critical thing. Empty the mind. So how is it? This is nothing to do with philosophy or Zen philosophy, those kind of stuff. It is a simple stuff. I'm going to use an analogy so that you can clearly know what exactly it is for empty the mind or empty the cup as in Zen. For example, if I do not know how to swim, I don't know swimming at all, I am in front of the swimming pool and I saw somebody swim within the swimming pool. No, because I never get down to the water, I don't know how to swim. If I speculate on how the person swim this way, that way, with my have never get into the water experience where I walk in the land, you can know how is that type of disaster. So if I do that, that means I did not empty my mind and I do not empty my cup. I just continues to think whatever I want. Now, so how is to empty my mind or empty my cup? Well, to empty the mind, empty the cup, is just walk to the instructor, say, "Sir, I like to learn how to swim. Can you please teach me?" And the instructor will say, "Okay, then you go down to the water, you stand there first, and then you want to hold on to the side of the swimming pool, the bar there, and learning how to kick the water and so forth." Without even thinking, you just follow what the instruction from the instructor. And then before I know, oh, I know how to float now. And then with some practice, I know how to swim. That is called empty the mind, empty the cup. Instead of standing in the land, look into the swimming pool and look at this. So, oh, this guy is bad. He doesn't know how to swim. Well, I have no idea how is it within the water. Or, well, you know, I know that too. And in fact, I never get into the water. So this is very important. This is critical. We heard Bruce Lee say, empty the mind. One need to go that far to understand this, okay? This is important. Otherwise, whatever people said, we have no idea what it is. And we keeping just speculate whatever we want, and it create all kinds of disaster. Now, talking about YJKYM-2020, we like it or not, Wing Chun is designed a short strike art. Doesn't matter which grandmaster, we like it or not, the entire world knows Wing Chun is a short strike art. That's why he said what? Queen Q Zat Ma, narrow stance, and short bridge. This is short bridge, this is long bridge, this is short bridge, narrow stance, not the stance. Okay? Narrow stance, short bridge. So YJKYM-2020 is a narrow stance there. Now, the name of the game, from Sun Tzu to Qi Ji Guang to Shaolin short strike, all the reality is saying that the name of the game is playing, balancing within the instability. So how is this balancing within instability in today's language? Well, it is very simple. Go to YouTube, or if you guys live beside the ocean, look at the people how they doing the wave surfing. How did they doing the wave surfing? Narrow stance, and they surf. The entire thing is unstable. The wave is unstable, and they have to balance themselves. Otherwise, they're going down to the water. So, balance within instability is that. Now, with that, do you think it's possible that if I mount myself, okay, rigidly mount myself on the surfboard with screws to the surfboard, and I'm so strong in the ground, okay, standing on the surfboard where my 2 feet is ground with structure to the surfboard, do you think that will work when I get into the wave surfing? Do you think I have a chance to work there with that? Well, this is reality. Fighting is a play, a momentum play, an input momentum play within the unstable instability of momentum, dynamic instability and high speed. So, what is the point to train YJKYM-2020 or Xiu Lim Tao set if one mount to the surfboard with all kinds of screws and all kinds of structure? While in the wave surfing, every inch of the body need to be sensitive, every joint has to be distributive, have its intelligence, because at every instant it needs to change. Okay? Now, let's get into the YJKYM-2020 of the ancient 1850. We know per today there are 4 levels or 4 states, like I explained the other day. The first level is one need to handle the feet bow up. Yes, this feet bow is very important, critical. Up the 7 bow. The entire 7 bow has to be in a light situation where it do not hindrance the body and it do not hindrance the breathing. It's like the surfing people, the wave surf guy standing on the surfing board the entire body must not hindrance the movement and the breathing. That's the first level, handling the 7 bowls. The second level YJKYM is be able to get into the state of deep lower abdomen breathing, natural deep lower abdomen breathing, because you need that breathing in the high speed exchange. So you need that breathing where your body do not hindrance your breathing, and natural and so forth is not good enough, because you need that energy, that explosive, if you want that high speed play. You need that cardio, you need that breathing, that oxygen. So you need to the 2C state. Get in there and everything function dynamically with this natural lower abs breathing without tensing or something or anything. Just going normal. The third is one be able to get into this lower breathing, or what I call 2C state, and be able to let the breathing and the entire body function dynamically by itself, like a resonance. That's why I call that a natural resonance, and to develop the internal clock. And then the fourth is using the internal clock to synchronize the movement dynamically. So a proper YJKYM per ancient has to develop this 4. Now, to cut to the very minimum, it has to get into the second state, the 2C state, where one be able to get the lower abs breathing, because you need the power. Okay, this the second level, which is the 2C state. Now, any Qigong or internal art, if they never get into the natural resonance or third state, we just have to be honest. There is no internal before develop that the third state, the natural states. This is just physiology. Okay? Now, as for the lifting of anus, the spine, so forth, when one do the 2C, when the breathing get into lower abs breathing, half of the phase of the breathing, which is the exhale phase, it is naturally lifting anus, the spine, and so forth. One don't even have to using the mind to dictate that, because it is natural lower abs breathing, 2C state. The body does feel lightweight even when they walk uphill, downhill. And the 2C state is also named as the rooted to the ground state. Unless one develop the 2C state, even if one develop the 7 bowls do not hindrance, it is still, as the Chinese say, 脚下无根. There's no root under the foot, under the feet. So in the first level where your 7 bowls relax and so forth, you can loose up, you can be like that. Now if you want to go deep into the martial art, you have to 脚下有根. You have root down there. It's not meaning that you're rooting there, but instead it is the breathing going down, and right away the entire structure pump up, link up, union. This is union, but this is lightweight. This is when it energizes the thing. That is called 脚下有根. Okay? So we need to be really careful for that. It's not something fixed or something thing, but you get into the natural, and it get to that state. Now, when you get to the natural resonance, that is the time one can talk about 心气的丹田, sing this, sinking that. Because when the clock started, then that is the capability of naturally sinking the qi or energy, okay? And there's a term called 心息相依, the mind and the breathing become one, okay? Or 归元, meaning that return to the origin. So there is a third step, third level, okay? That is where you play with the channels of your body and so forth, the beginning of that. So this is the 4 level, we like it or not, if we want to play the serving the wave games with the narrow stance. That's what it is. Okay? So in 2020 YJKYM-2020, that is what it is. If you ask me, what is a 2020 YJKYM-2020? Now, looking at many training today, when one pay attention to the spine, lifting the anus and so forth, or the shape, actually there is a real problem there. A real problem there. So what is this problem? Very simple. I don't know about in other countries, but in United States, even though I'm an engineer, when I have to go to the warehouse to lifting something weight, something heavy like the testing equipment and so forth, tester and so forth, I was trained that you need to put your elbow here and then have an ergonomic way of lifting that weight. Which means one needs to handle the shoulder blade so that it do not detach from the core of the body. And because of that, the core and the shoulder and leg is one piece, so you can lift it without injure your body. That is the critical, because if you want to use strength, that is what it is. Now, if you do triangle stance and all this spine handling and lifting anus, well, you can do some demo stuff. There's no question about it. However, can that even squat down to lift the heavy weight, like a tester or some kind of package at work? It is not. Okay? Because the shoulder blade and the core has to union, become one. Now, if this ergonomic way of safe lifting is not solved and get into this, the leg has to be this way, that way, triangle shape structure, and then the unknown structure, and then the spine have to be this way, and lifting anus. Well, when one do not address the shoulder blade, which has to be within the socket to lift that, now the body will break into 2 pieces at dynamic. You couldn't even carry something, walking safely without injuring oneself. Not to mention, the other party is going to shoot in with momentum and the impulse to you. Okay? And that's called fighting, the reality of fighting. So one thing like my 2020 YJKYM-2020 test, why do I ask people to pull this? Of course, this is the handle. Any grapple, even the first move in the wooden dummy set is pulling this as handle and pulling my neck to hit my center, the center axis. There's for throw, so forth. But more important is, if I put my hand like this, if my shoulder blade is not within the socket, I'm looking for trouble. Especially this high bong sao. I have no idea why is this high bong sao is putting into the set of Xiu Lim Tao, because before the ancient is only do this, not this. Because when you do this, your shoulder blade is detached to the quad. Thus you cannot take. And sure, we can argue this way, that way. But you look into the name of the game is like the surfing. Who can predict which directions the wave will go? Or the wave will coming? Nobody can do that. So if I have something like that, which is have my shoulder blade is disengaged with my core, not support by core, how many angles, how wide the angles do you think that can take the incoming force? Well, in the work, we was trained to lifting agronomically, putting down here. So you move, okay? Move with your leg. So this is scientific, okay? And so if you say lifting anus, spine handling, well, that's fine. Okay, want to do demo, this is fine. But with the 7 balls, do not free up, do not disrupt the breathing and other mechanics without this lower breathing, and with the hand, the elbow close to the body, because you want to do the shoulder blade style. Why? When you do the lower abs breathing, the 2C state, you're not going to do that because you cannot breathe. You're going to have your shoulder blade pulling down. That's natural. That's a part of the 2C state. Just doing this. Okay? Not this. You can tense this thing up. So, in summary, for those who ask me about the Xiu Lim Tao YJKYM-2020, I have already shared with you. There are 4 states, 4 levels, and one ought to get to the minimum, the 2nd level, if one want to have the Xiu Lim Tao can do some power stuff effectively and efficiently. Well, sure, I can argue if I'm doing different type of stuff, I still can use it, sure. But how is the comparisons of the effectiveness and the efficiency? You know, we can benchmark it because it's human body. Okay. So this is to share with you, and all these details is being many times. I have shared that is in my book. The 2C is in the Wing Chun matrix. The 7 balls is in the beginning Wing Chun books for years. Okay. I put that there is intended as an education, because this is a reality one need to face. There's no magic. There's no grandmaster can dictate the law of nature. And I am not a grandmaster. So today I'm just present to you what it is happened in the past, what is scientific on the body, the agronomics, biomechanics. And it's up to you to take or to leave it.